Diverse and abstract work that provokes more questions than answers. It's not about something, it's more how the viewer experiences it.
I would say it's like walking into a modern art gallery and suddenly things come alive and it gets really weird.
Yves Klein was a visionary and conceptual artist who was quite controversial. And he really pushed the boundaries about what art means and what it is. He even created his own blue. And I just thought it was fascinating how something so simple and bare could provoke so much strong feeling. The blue offers infinite possibilities. James Bonas was the co-creator. We were more interested in exploring Yves Klein's idea rather than illustrating his work.
The manifesto or the brief at the start was, we want to create something Yves Klein would create, you know, if he had this technology and was making work today. Working with Sophie and James, who both don't have a background within film, is actually a really interesting collaboration because they're new to that art form. They'll bring a lot of ideas that I maybe wouldn't have. And so you would kind of push, and there's this kind of push and pull in the creative relationship, which actually I think can end up creating really exciting, unexpected work. Yves Klein's work in general, there's this sense of visual trickery. The magic of film, and the thing that I love about it, is that sense that anything's possible. There's a lot of visual tricks. We didn't want the technical requirements to dictate how we told the story. The obvious or more conventional ways to shoot dance, dynamic movement, steadicam, partly out of this idea of Yves Klein and about doing things in a different way. We wanted something that felt more formal and composed. And at points more human. So we did a lot of handheld movement, a lot of energy, because within handheld you feel the operator, you feel the human element in it. And I think at the basis of this film, there's a human story, an idea of growth and development. We wanted to feel that in the camera work.
It's more about endurance. If you have to do the same duet, for example, 10 times, you just have to keep it to a good level because maybe they'll choose the last one.
There's 6 different types of music within the piece. The reason is our interest in stillness, because in Yves Klein's work, the moment of stillness can only be still if there's disruption next to it. We have the bass of Schubert that is more simple, more minimal, more pure in a way. And then we wanted some moments of interruptions that, again, is the unexpected.
Sophie got really excited by the potential of what is possible within a film. This idea that we would freeze in a point of the choreography with some people in some impossible positions, you know, lifts or leaps or what have you. Every time we'd come in, Sophie will have come up with a more insane position that she wanted to do. And I think originally we were talking about maybe there being 1 or 2 people that would be kind of elevated unusually. And by the end, it was most people were kind of balanced on insane plinths and spots throughout the set.
There was probably a bit less choreography and more like mise-en-scène, which was probably a great exercise for her to kind of strip back all the movements where you feel like you're trying to be faster, add more movements within the music. This time, maybe have less movement and more ideas. What's dance, what's movement? People are gonna ask themselves a lot of questions.
Why an alpaca? Yves Klein's symphony was being played and there's this moment of 20-minute silence. Apparently there's this pigeon that sat through the 20 minutes of silence, and when the music started again, it just flew off. It's just a beautiful image. James and I are going through our creative fantasy. It would be brilliant to replicate that moment. And so I started off with a ginger cat. And then I think I was like, oh, we may as well go bigger. I think we went through Highland cows. And then at the end, we landed on alpacas.
We had a really beautiful thing that we discovered, that alpacas don't work well alone, so we had to have 2 alpacas on set just to give our star alpaca the motivation it needs for the scene.
Everyone was there, like with their phone, trying to get the alpaca. It was kind of the highlight of the day. At that point, I'm in a position where I look away. I just had the feet going like slower or faster, and I think we got a good one, a good take with it.
I just think there's something beautiful about that almost kind of dreamscape approach of just something completely from nowhere and unexpected arriving in the scene, which actually makes the work, you know? It kind of has added this whole new dimension to it. I remember when I first read the brief, I had an immediate kind of image in my head and a sense, I guess, of what I thought the film would be. It wasn't until I started to see Sophie's choreography that I really understood the personality of the film, which actually was quite different to what I first expected. There is a kind of quirkiness and a humor within Sophie's choreography, which is so exciting and unusual. And again, it's that unexpected, the word that keeps on coming up, it's that unexpected element within it. Because there are certain areas which feel really powerful and really moving, and then there are these other moments of levity and quirky humor that just take it to this whole other level.
It was definitely fun making it. I hope the viewer has fun watching it.